It was a hot, steamy day in July 1968 when 1,000 athletes gathered in the city of Chicago for the first Special Olympics Games. It was a big idea from a fearless founder, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, who passionately believed in bringing opportunity to those with intellectual disabilities. In the decades since those early games, Special Olympics has leveled the playing field for all and built a worldwide movement of inclusion, acceptance, and joy across the world. Almost 50 years after it began, Eunice's legacy lives on through her son, Special Olympics Chairman Tim Shriver, and the organization's fearless efforts.
The athletes of Special Olympics carry a fearless energy that shocks people by its openness and trust and compassion and generosity of spirit, even in the face of extraordinary injustice.
With 5 million athletes from 172 countries, over 700,000 partners, and more than 1 million volunteers, Special Olympics has grown into a global community working to foster acceptance of all people.
Rooted in the joy of sports, determined to create communities of joy and sharing for all, powerfully convinced that people with intellectual disabilities have gifts. That's the revolutionary energy that we try to continue to instill within our movement.
Over the years, Special Olympics has consistently let urgency conquer fear, evolving far beyond competitive sport to offer more programs and services, including healthcare, education, and community building. What drives them? The persistent will to create a truly inclusive world for people with intellectual disabilities.
Any organization that has a powerful mission should always be reinventing itself in some new and creative way. I believe that we are in this movement every day giving birth to founders. We try to have a founder's mentality, a revolutionary mentality, a restless dissatisfaction with the status quo.
That fearless energy has fostered an environment where people with intellectual disabilities are lifted up and empowered by their achievements. Not only do they physically train and become healthier individuals, they gain confidence and leadership skills that they take back to their communities all around the world.
In the Special Olympics movement, many people come thinking they're going to be the givers, and they find themselves as receivers. And many people with intellectual disabilities come thinking, well, they're going to get service, and they find themselves giving. And the roles become reversed.
That role reversal is what's helping the Special Olympics community teach others how to reach beyond their bubble by challenging the stigma against people with intellectual disabilities. When that happens, it becomes the starting point to opening hearts and minds everywhere.
The powerful energy of the Special Olympics movement is that we play together, and we play in a way that celebrates everyone. And just doing that is enough to unleash waves and waves of personal transformation and social cohesion in a way that I think empowers people.
And while the movement grows larger every year, the work is far from over. In 2018, the organization returns to the city where Eunice Shriver began the journey to celebrate its 50th anniversary, continue what they started long ago, and boldly push their mission forward.
We come to Chicago to celebrate, we come to Chicago to challenge. We want to build this idea of an inclusion revolution. We think it's the most important thing in the world today. We go to Chicago to ask people to join us.
Special Olympics demonstrates what it means to be fearless every day and how that can translate into transformative, positive impact. We hope their story inspires you to be fearless.